What's up, startup fam? Welcome to the startup space. My name is Ranzu, and if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are a new entrepreneur looking to learn more about starting your business, looking for platforms and tutorials, and just all types of information as it relates to starting your online business in South Africa, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you watch this video to the end, and if you find it helpful or inspiring, please give it a like so that YouTube will know to show it to more people. For those of you who do not know, I have an online clothing boutique for women. So my main focus right now is dresses. That's what's been selling the most in my store. I do have tops here and there, but I haven't really given much focus to that. And I hope to do that more this year. But yeah, I've got an online clothing boutique called Royal Flair Clothing. My page is right here, and I have it linked in the description for those who want to check it out. And so I started my business I registered my business in 2016. So I've always wanted to have a boutique. I've always wanted to be a fashion designer since I was a kid, basically. And when I was a kid and a teen, I used to like draw or design like all kinds of dresses and like outfits, and I'd have them like I paste them all over my room. I always liked doing that. And then when I became a teen, I started going to the library, and I would pick up business books and read business books, books on how to start a business, books on like different concepts in business. I didn't understand a lot of the stuff I was reading because I was a kid, but a lot of the things make sense to me now as a grown-up, right? But at the time, I didn't understand what I was reading, but I just wanted to learn more about business and starting a business because I had all these ideas, right? So when it was time to choose, to apply and all that, my parents were not having the whole fashion design school thing. So I chose to go the accounting route instead. That was the next best thing for me. So I studied accounting, and I told myself that, okay, I'm going to finish this degree, and once I'm done, I'm going to get a job, and that job is going to fund my business, basically. Because I thought that, you earn so much money when you studied accounting, right? So when I finished school, I got a job. I did not get a job in accounting. I got a job in like an investment admin an investment admin job, basically. And I wasn't earning much. And I wasn't able to fund my business because I could barely fund my own life, right? But still, I registered my business in 2016, or August of 2016. I registered my business because I was like, I'm starting this business. I registered my business, and I had started learning. So I had a machine already, and I had started learning how to sew, just how to use the machine and like all that, learning basic things. I was using YouTube. That's basically how I learned to sew. I learned everything I know about fashion design from YouTube. So YouTube is a very great source of learning. If you want to learn anything, YouTube is your place, right? So I learned how to sew on YouTube. I started learning a little bit. I didn't have much time because my job was just too demanding at the time. We just overworked, so I couldn't continue, doing what I was doing, like learning how to sew and all that, because my plan was to do it after work. Didn't have the time for it, so I kind of stopped for some time and focused on just work. But I still, kept doing research, kept reading anything I could read, or watching whatever videos I could watch. At the time, the videos I was finding were American YouTubers, they were talking about boutiques and all that, talking about business. Also, at that time, there weren't even that many YouTubers that were talking about business, right? So I was watching what I could watch, doing the research I was doing. And around 2018, I picked up again learning how to sew and all that. And I started posting. I created a Facebook page and an Instagram page, and I would post like the stuff from my very first project. I started posting like my, from the very first thing I made, and I would post every time I'd make something, I would post. And I think my very first order was from my friend. She ordered a pencil skirt. I had no idea how to make a pencil skirt, right? So I made a regular, like a straight skirt, and I had no idea that I did not make a pencil skirt until she told me that, oh no, the skirt you made is a straight skirt, it's not a pencil skirt, but it's okay, you know. I felt bad because I mean she paid, but at the same time it was like a good learning curve, right? So I was learning. So I really appreciate that I had friends like that who were willing to spend the money, support me in that way. So yeah, I got orders from her, and then I got another job at that time, and I got orders from my colleagues, and I would get custom orders. So most of the orders I was getting at that time was custom orders. And then around 20, so that was 2018, 2019, right? In 2019, towards the end of 2019, I decided, well, I don't want my business to be like a custom order type of situation. I want it to be more of a retail situation where I have actual collections, put out collections, and have people buy what's on my website. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna create my first collection, and I had no idea how to put together a proper collection, how it's supposed to be, that things are supposed to be cohesive, all that stuff. I just bought a bunch of fabric that I thought looked nice, which it did. It was beautiful fabrics, but they did not go together at all. There was just yeah, it was just a lot going on. It was just a lot of different beautiful fabrics that I bought, and I made some pretty pieces. I'm gonna put some of those on the screen. So I made these pieces and I put them up on, I created a website on Shopify. I tried looking at Wix a bit, but then at the time I couldn't figure it out. So I went to Shopify and I figured Shopify out. And also at the time I was watching videos from like American YouTubers showing how to build your website, etc. So I built my website, and to like the white background that you saw in the pictures, I used this roll. I don't know if you guys have seen like these huge rolls of paper. So it's like this giant roll of paper. It's yeah, it's just a roll of paper. So I just would paste that on the wall. So I sellotape it all the way up on the wall, and then like roll it all the way down like a backdrop, and I'll stand on it. I bought like a camera for like 2.5. I don't remember what camera it was, but I gave it to my brothers. At the time that I thought, okay, that's a nice camera, because I wasn't using a nice phone at the time, and I did not have ring lights or anything. I didn't even know that ring lights and stuff existed. So I would, like the apartment we stayed at, I just opened the curtains and I made sure it was early in the morning before the sun was like hot. So I opened the curtains and I would take my pictures. So I would click and use the timer and run and stand and pose and then go back again, and it was, yeah. Sometimes my husband would help me and take pictures of me. So I did that, put up my pictures, edited what I could and put up my pictures. I posted those pictures on my social media and I tried to run ads. I didn't know that I had to have multiple pictures of the same outfit so that I could be posting continuously. I just had that one picture, those like 1-2 pictures that came out nice in that whole photo shoot that we did, and I just posted those. And after posting those, I tried to boost, I tried to run ads, and I think I got like maybe 2 or 3 orders of this dress. And that was it. For months. That's all I got. I was still getting custom orders here and there, but those were the only sales I got from this collection that I made. So in 2020 I had to pause my business because I was just really sick and I could not do anything, like at all. I was just too sick to do anything. So I paused my business and I used the time instead to be on YouTube. I was aggressively on YouTube, learning anything I could learn. And I also saw an opportunity to start the startup space. That's when I started the startup space in around 2020. And I started posting about the things that I had done to start my business. So things like how to register your company and all that stuff, and information that I was gaining or that I was getting as I would go along. I started posting, making videos about that, and Yeah, that's how the startup space was formed, because I was like, you know what, I struggled so much to start my business. I struggled to make sales. I just struggled, to just figure out certain things that now that I know how to do them, they're very basic, that I feel everyone should know how to do. I would see how people are being charged 1,000 rand just to register a company, and it only costs 175 rand, like to register your name, and it's like a 5-minute process. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to share these things, make these tutorials. I don't know what I was doing. Like, if you go back now, you can see in my videos that I was just like, I wasn't so good at speaking to. I'm not that I'm good now, but I mean, at the time I was worse, and I just wanted to share this information. So I started doing that. I started the YouTube channel, and I would post when I could. Most of the time I'd be too sick to post, but when I was able to, I would post. And I also started posting on Instagram, just sharing little nuggets, things that I had learned, things that I was also learning as I was, doing my research and watching videos and reading books, etc. So in 2021, right, I created another collection. Yeah, I think it was 2021. I created another collection, and I think, yeah, of that collection, only one top sold. This is the top that was like selling the most, or that, not the most, that the only thing that sold in that collection, the only thing that people bought. Um, I think I sold like 2 or 3 of it. Yeah, like 2 or 3 of that top. And this is like over months, a space of months, that people were ordering this top. And the sad thing is that those who did order were raving about it, like, oh, it's so beautiful in person and all that. Because my pictures were not like wow, and so they didn't properly show, the beauty of the top. They didn't show the fabric accurately. They didn't show everything accurately. So yeah, I had that, and that collection was, a fail, because I bought a bunch of fabric, made things that I thought, oh, these are beautiful, but at the same time, again, my collection was just all over the place. I had beautiful pieces individually, but they didn't go together as a collection. So yes, people liked certain things, but that was it. So I was so discouraged, you guys. Because imagine putting out a collection of things that you think, oh, these are beautiful, and you only sell like 2 to 3 of one top, of one item, one piece. That was really discouraging for me. So I took a break again, and I just focused on work, because I was like, let me just, just to decide and just see way to take this business going forward. Because at this point, I would see other people's businesses just flourishing, but I couldn't figure out the things that made their businesses flourish, right? I was slowly just trying to learn, okay, this and this and this, they do this and they're doing this like this, things like that. And like slowly figuring out, what other boutique owners, similar to mine, what they were doing, and that was making things work for them, that was making their businesses more successful, and making it possible for them to have those sales, or those consistent sales. In 2022, I tried again. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try another collection, and I did, and I had cute pieces. This time I tried to kind of have it cohesive, because I started learning that, oh, okay, cool, I'd identified that, okay, if you're gonna put out a collection, it needs to kind of be cohesive, it needs to go together in some way, right? So I figured out, okay, cool, things need to kind of go together. So nothing sold of that collection, literally. At this point, I felt like, okay, maybe this is not something I should be doing. Maybe I am wasting my time. Maybe I'm trying to do something that I'm not meant to do, because there was like no way that nothing was selling at all. But a part of me also knew that there's a lot that I'm missing. So I knew that I have a lot of information, but I'm not applying it correctly. So I just had to keep learning, and I kept going on YouTube and finding whatever I could find to just learn everything that I needed to know, and just learn how to apply the things that I think that was most of my focus in 2022, how to apply the stuff that I had learned, right? So end of 2022, I decided, okay, let me try again. I started a new Instagram because the Instagram that I had initially, I had grown using engagement groups and follow trains and all that stuff, and that was, I think, part of the reason why my business was just not moving, because my content firstly was being shown to people who had no interest in my business and who did not even know that they were following me or why they were following me, because it was just random people who had just followed me so I could follow them back, and vice versa. And my ads were also not performing well because Instagram did not know who my audience is. They did not know who my business interests, because I just had a whole bunch of random people following me, and I was following a bunch of random people too. So I started a new Instagram page and I posted the new picture that I had taken. So around that time I had also bought like a backdrop and lights and stuff, and I took new pictures of my stuff, of like the new collection that I had made end of 2022, and I posted all those things on my new page, and I boosted one of the reels. I think it was a reel that I boosted, and all of a sudden the followers started flooding in, and followers that like made sense. I could finally see who my audience was. I could finally see who, or the people that were actually interested in my business. And when I boosted that post, for me, the target was not, or the objective for that ad was not conversions. I had set it, or rather it was not to visit my website, it was directing people to my page, just to my Instagram page, because I wanted people to get to my Instagram page and then decide that they want to click the link in my bio. So that's what happened. People literally went to my page and decided to go click the link in my bio, and they would purchase. I started getting orders, and at the time I was getting more orders on a particular type of dress, or the one that I was boosting was this dress, and it comes in like three different prints, right? So it's the same dress, just 3 different colors of the same print, and people were loving that and ordering that. And I could see a trend. I could see trends, and like, oh, okay, these are the sizes that people are buying the most, and this is the particular color that people are buying the most, etc, etc. And I was taking notes of the questions people were asking me in the DMs and all that. And so that is, I was now able to get proper data for my business, like proper information that I could use for my business. And at some point I ran a sale. I think I lowered the price of my dress, of this popular dress, from $780 to like $550, and I think my sales like kind of doubled. And yeah, so the good thing about my business was that I make the stuff, so I kind of control how much I have in stock. So I can sort of have, as long as the fabric is still there, I can have an unlimited amount of stock, if that makes sense. But it's exhausting because I had to actually make each order. So that was, it was really, I was burning out all the time. But yeah, I started getting consistent sales, and I started to figure out that, oh, okay, cool, so this and this and this worked. I will be posting a video about that. That's the next video I'm going to be filming or posting for you guys. So just basically sharing the things that I improved, the things that I changed in my business that helped me start making consistent sales. And yeah, I started, I was so happy, because I'm like, I mean, the sales were not as much as probably other boutiques are making in South Africa, but I was happy because, like, for my boutique, I knew how hard I had worked. I knew how much information I had taken in and tried to apply and all that. I knew how much I had pushed to get to that point, and for me that point was pretty awesome, right? And yeah, now I'm at a point where I can kind of, like, my sales are predictable. I know more or less how many orders I'm gonna get. I know what people like, so I know that, like, as I'm working on new stuff for my business, I know what kind of things I'm going to add. So yeah, it was really awesome, and I just wanted to make this video to encourage somebody who may be feeling like giving up. You're struggling in your business, you started a business, you have a product that you feel is amazing, but you feel like people are not buying, people may be viewing or asking but they're not buying, or people are not even, you're not even sure how to get it in front of other people, in front of the right people, don't give up, first of all. And there is so much information that I'm going to share this year to help people who are struggling, to genuinely help people who are struggling to make sales, struggling to understand what the hell target audience is, struggling to understand what marketing is, branding is, all that stuff, because I feel like those are the important things. I'm still gonna share tutorials and all that, but I feel like the most important stuff is the stuff that, you know, we normally overlook as business owners. We're always focused on the how to, and we don't focus that much on the information behind it, or the reasons behind it, the whys, you know. So that's more or less the kind of content you can expect from this channel going forward. There will still be tutorials, because we still need to know how to do certain things, and I still want these things to be easy for you guys. I feel like I went through that hard time in my business so that I could have all the information to share with you guys, and I could be able to encourage other new entrepreneurs who are also going through the same struggle that I went through. So I really hope that, you know, you found this helpful, you found this inspirational, and I hope that this encouraged you to keep going at your business and to not shut down that business. Yeah, you guys, if you found this helpful and if you like this video, hit that like button so that YouTube can show it to more people. And if you are a new entrepreneur and you want to learn, you want support, and you want a community where you can actually learn more for your business journey, then hit that subscribe button and become a part of this awesome community. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.